Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 16th of November 2021, and a couple of bits and pieces for you today. I have come across an interview on Talk Radio it's on the Kevin O'Sullivan show with a Dr. Tony Hintson, who apparently is a consultant in the November Hotel Sierra organisation, and he is saying on this show that he won't be having, well, he's obviously had the first two from the sound of it, but he won't be having that number three. And he says the reason for it is that it's because a certain thing is now not really any more serious than another normal seasonal thing that comes along every year called the Foxtrot Lima uniform. According to him, these things, when they first come along, a new lurgy, if you like, they can be quite strong, but then they weaken over time until it just gets to the stage where you have to sort of live with them. So I thought that was a very interesting message from one of the sort of top docs in the country, and I think we just need more and more of these people to come out and say the same thing. I mean, if all the docs in the country, or a good proportion of them, came out, this thing could end tomorrow. So guys, where are you? Come out and sort of just put what you know on the table for everybody to see. So that was the first thing. A couple of bits of news that I've come across. I haven't kind of 100% verified these things, so it might just be rumours at the moment. And again, if any of you guys can kind of verify them, so put your comments in the comment section below, that'd be really good. But the first bit of news that I've heard is apparently that horrible Tesco's advert, you know, the one that is among a lot of other dodgy stuff, is kind of trying to normalise and make light of the V passport, which is something that is far from kind of a joke, but these guys seem to think that it's okay to normalise the thing. I have heard, little birds told me that advert may have been pulled and sort of put into the dustbin of history. So that'd be lovely if that bit of news transpires to be true. I heard it from one or two sources, but I haven't kind of seen it verified anywhere else yet. And another one, again, you guys might have seen this. I've got no idea how true it is. If it is true, it'd be fantastic, but it may well just be one of those hopium things. And that is that the lovely Klaus Schwab has been arrested. So again, got no idea if that's true or not. And apparently he has been in hot water with the law before for sort of fraud and things. So it makes you wonder why on earth kind of anyone in high up is sort of listening to him. Well, I guess really we know the kind of reason, because they're all in the same club, but anyway, that is word on the street, as it were. So don't know if it's true, but it would be great. On both of those bits of news would be great if they're true, wouldn't they? So just a couple of thoughts today. It's been a bit of a sort of nothing day, really, I guess. I just went out and did a bit of work. And one thing I didn't like seeing is I went into this place which is I did a bit of work at a physio kind of clinic, and last couple of times I've been there recently, there was nothing on the door. Today I get there and there's a notice kind of taped to the door saying please wear your, sort of one of those. So that wasn't a welcome sight. A bit of news from yesterday which I forgot to mention is I went into I did a bit of work in, well, I don't think it's a care home, I think it's more of an assisted accommodation place, which I think, and I've got plenty of care workers who watch me, but I think assisted accommodation is kind of one down or a couple of down from a care home, and I've got no idea whether the same kind of restrictions which have just come in for care homes apply to assisted accommodation for the elderly. But I actually went in there to do a quick job yesterday, and despite the fact that I went past a few of the staff who were sort of just standing there chatting in the corridor that I had to go down, including the lady who I think was the sort of boss, no one said a dicky bird to me. So I just went in there, did the job, went off, no bother at all. So that is just a little bit of feedback there, and got no idea what that might mean, but it may well mean that if assisted accommodation does come under the same regime as care homes, there's not a lot being done to enforce it in this part of the world at least. And another thing just before I go is I've just finished watching an interview on James Dennypole's podcast with Jennifer Arcuri, who is one of Boris Johnson's old friends. It's about an hour long, I think it is, or maybe a bit over an hour, but she says some very interesting things indeed, basically along the lines of the Johnson she knew about a decade ago. I think she was going out with him. Just doesn't bear any relationship with the Johnson that is running the show now, and like many other people, she has no idea what happened to him. She does conjecture that at some stage, either just before or just after he became Prime Minister, he basically sold his soul to the devil. There was some kind of meeting and he was told to toe the party line, as it is, as it were, and that is what she reckons has happened, but I've got no idea, and she might know a bit more than we do, but she might not have any idea either. But it's an interesting watch, so I'll put a link to it in the description box below for you to go and watch if you want to. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.